Hey guys, welcome to Hamradio with K0PIR and my YouTube channel. I'm on a beautiful lake in Missouri, just south of Hermitage, Missouri, and I'll post a link below. I'll have more information on this campground and lake. It's called Pomme de Terre Lake, and just gorgeous. Army Corps Engineers campground. I've had some beautiful weather here. Looks like this is the weekend or the week right before Labor Day, so a terrific time to come. Campground's not very busy, and there's a few fishermen out there, but it's not crowded, so it's very nice, and the weather has been beautiful. And I'll put some more information below about this campground, and I think I'll even have a post on it on my website, www.k0pir.us. So I've been here for a couple of days and playing around with the latest version of VarAC. This is a terrific program, and if you haven't seen it, I've got a post on my website talks about it, and the installation in the beginning was a little bit more difficult or a little bit trickier, but now with this latest version 8, it's very simple. You just download the executable file, double click on it, and install it just like you would any other program. So if you followed me before, what I did, I went to the download page and I downloaded the latest version, and I didn't use the zip package. I got the installation file, so I entered my name, call sign, and email, and after I did that, I was able to download it, and then they sent a little notice to my email address about installing it, and a little bit more information on it. So real easy to install, and pretty simple to get going. So let me show you, there's some differences in this latest version, which makes it really nice. I'm using it with Hamradio Deluxe, and it will save the contacts right into Hamradio Deluxe, and I'll show you how I have it set up. But no worries if you're using another program. I like Log for the Old Man and AC Log or N3FJP's logging program. I like it, and you can get it working with those programs too. So I've been here for a couple of days, and I've only made a few contacts, and I don't know what the problem is. Is it just that there's not very many people on, or is it my antenna? I've got a mobile high-Q antenna on the back of my camper, and man, it works really good. I was on it this morning. I was on the Breakfast Club, and with the ICOM 7300, I was able to check into the Breakfast Club, and lots of guys heard me. So I don't think it's my antenna. Is it my location? I don't know. I've sent out some beacons, and to send out a beacon, there's a little beacon button here. Once you get it installed and configured, you can try that. But let me go over to the beacon or the display receptions report, and there's a few stations that heard me. Let me hit it one more time. Yep, that's it. So these are the stations that have heard me in the last half hour. And one of the neat things about this program is they've got a button over here for PSK Reporter, the PSK Reporter map. That's real handy. And to see that, you'll need to select the advanced mode. So that's a difference, a little upgrade they made. The regular mode, the standard mode, doesn't have a lot of stuff in there, and this is perfectly fine. I use it on the advanced mode, and when I select it, I'll show you. I like having these options over here. To send a file, signal SNR, get a report from the other station, and there's a couple other things that I like. I like having the log up here. I like seeing what my software is doing, and so it doesn't add a whole lot, but I prefer the advanced mode. So let's go into if you see my previous post, I go into how I have it set up, and it's the same. I don't think I changed anything in the settings here. I'm using my ICOM 7300 in my camper, and I've got it set up. So if I go to settings, let's take a look at my information first. And this information is just my call sign, QTH, name, and locator, my radio, and how much power I'm using, and of course my antenna. So I think this pops up. If you haven't installed it before, this will pop up, and you'll need to enter this information. But if you've been following along with me, when you download, let me go back to that. When you download the updated program off of the website and you install it, what you want to do is just install over the directory that you created before. So if this is an upgrade, just go ahead and select the directory where you installed VarAC before. Now the default that it goes to is under Program Files x86, and that's not where I had it installed. I had it installed just under the C drive. Let me show you. I'm going to click on the folder here and go down to my C drive. My installation directory is right down here, VarAC. That's where I originally installed it. So when I downloaded the update and it started the installation process, I asked it to go ahead and install right into this directory, right underneath the C drive. But if you haven't installed it before, just go ahead and let it. I think the default is under Program Files x86. Let it go ahead and install right there. Now I've got a couple of other. Don't worry about these other ones here. VarAmonitor, VarAmonitor 2, or Vara 2. Don't worry about those. In my previous video, I showed you how I set up having a Vara, the active transmit Vara window open, and then the monitor window open. And I'll go ahead and select those. I guess I have to minimize it. My computer's going to be a little bit slow. This software that I use, it slows down my computer. The software that I use for recording. So I've got both of these windows open. One is the monitor. This one down here with the black window is the monitor, and this one up here, it's got the T next to it. This is the one that's for transmitting. So there, it's going to kick in. My computer's being a little bit slow. Let me go back to it, and we'll go into the settings. And like I said, I don't think these settings have changed much from the previous installation that I did, but let's go through it again. My information we went over. Let's go to rig control and then the Vara configurations, and when I select it, it'll open up a window. Anyway, let's go into the settings and push to talk configuration. I'm using the ICOM 7300 just with the USB cable, and down here it has the CAT configuration. The COM port, COM5 is my USB cable, and then the baud rate, and I don't think I changed. None of this has changed. No, none of that has changed. I did unselect these. Over here, let's go through the frequency control again. It's the 7300, and I'm not using OmniRig. I'm just connected directly to the radio. Last frequency, load last frequency, and then read frequency every 10 seconds. I got that selected. That is the default. My antenna tuner is off. USB-D for this radio, and then there's a frequency that I can test it, and if I hit test it should turn over to that frequency, but I won't do that right now. Over here under the VarAC modem configuration, same as in my previous video, the file path for VarAC is this one, and then I just made a copy of that directory and named it VarAC-MON for monitor, and I entered that path in here, and then the port for that one is 8350. The main port is 8300, and the port after that is 8350. And again, I'll go back and check my previous post. I'll make sure that I have these screen captures on my article on my website, so you can refer back to it. But you can set up a DX cluster, and I'm going to go ahead and disable that because I'm not able to get connected right now. Beacons I did change to every 30 minutes, and I don't think anything else. Let's see. Let me go ahead and hit test. Unable to send the COM port. Make sure OmniRig or other programs are not using it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and exit. And it looks like to me that everything is okay. Opening COM port right there, and I hear somebody on. If I was to go ahead and send a beacon, I'll bet it works. There it goes, and I increased my power to 100 watts. There's somebody in the background. W4CKA. Oh, he sent a beacon in there, and I can go ahead and ping him. I'm just going to right click on it and click ping get report, and let's see what happens. There it is. Got connected to him. There it is. And let's see what propagation's like. Okay, that's good. I got a +2. That's fine. All right, let's go back into the settings, and I'll show you how I have it set up for my logging program. Let's go down. Let's go to rig control and the VarAC configuration again. Guess I shouldn't have closed that so soon. Okay, back to the logging. This is the log that's it's got its own logging program, or it will save the contacts into this ADI file. But you can set it up to go ahead and log into or send the log to different logbooks. And right now I'm using HRD, the UDP, and this is the default, so that's okay, and that's okay there. Now I think that I've got everything set up. I haven't done anything else. Let me show you what it looks like in Hamradio Deluxe, and if you've used Hamradio Deluxe with WSJTX and QSO forwarding, you might already have it set up. So I'm just going to hit save and exit, and we'll go into the logging program, and under my logbook, this is the one I'm using. I'm not connected to the radio because I'm connected with VarAC, and since I'm just using one cable and I'm not using any splitters, I can only connect to the radio with that one instance. So I don't have HRD connected. The rig control for HRD, I don't have that connected. What I do is just open up VarAC, and then I'll open up my HRD logbook, and you should be able to find an icon or a shortcut for just the logbook. And if you can't, just go ahead and open up Hamradio Deluxe, and when it asks you to connect, just hit cancel, and it then bring up HRD Logbook. Now for QSO forwarding, we'll go under Tools and Configure, and then down to QSO forwarding. And under UDP receive, I've just got this one selected, fill in missing fields on receive. And then down here, receive QSO notifications using UDP from other applications like WSJTX. Now we're using VarAC, so the receive port is 2333, just like we had in the settings. And then the target database is my logbook. And I've chosen here to merge the fields. I think in another one I saw where it ignored my station fields, but I have my station set up in HRD Logbook, and I'll show you that. So I'm merging it. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And under my station, let's go to Tools and Configure, and then over to my station, and got it installed on my little laptop. So I'm operating portable. I've got a portable location selected, and then I entered the information in there where I am for right now. And then when I move, I go to another campground. I have to make sure that I come into my station and change the city and the grid locator. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And you can see I've got a few contacts in here that work perfectly. It comes over as dynamic mode, and then the sub mode VarHF. And then of course I get the signal reports, and I have call lookup or call sign lookup enabled, so I get the names if they don't give it to me, but they do give it to me in VarAC. You'll see when they send you the information, it'll populate these fields, the name, locator, and QTH. It'll populate it for you. So look at a couple other things here, the appearance and sounds. Now, let me show you something handy here. I go to appearance and sounds, and the way it looks out of the box, it's the text is a little bit small. So I went in here and I loaded a predefined theme, and the one that I chose was for the visually impaired, and select that, and then hit save and close. It makes it a little bit bigger. The font size is definitely bigger, but you can try a different one. Try grass and see if you like that. Let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to hit save and close, and there you go. What do you think about that? So if you find that helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And I'm trying to reach another milestone for subscribers, but really right now I'm trying to focus on comments and questions. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below. It really helps out the channel. If you'd like to see something in future videos, please comment below. And that's about it. I think I went through the canned predefined messages in my previous video, and then I didn't go through the frequency scheduler. That'll be coming up in another video. But I really like how it logs into HRD Logbook, and it just works really good. I haven't had any problems with it, other than I'm just not making as many contacts as I wish I could. I've been calling CQ and haven't gotten too many responses. So maybe I'm just in a bad spot. Maybe there's just not a lot of people on. I bet it's busier on the weekend. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Also tell your friends. And like I said, comment below. 73 and good DX.